Hello friends, PC Kermon speaking here. This is Point Linux. Today we're going to talk about Point Linux. Okay, for anybody who doesn't understand what Linux is, it's an open source platform. An open source code. It's a free operating system to use if you're fed up using Windows. You're fed up installing all that anti-spyware crap and etc. and you just want to change. Or if you've got an old computer sitting at home with at least 250 megabytes of memory. I understand that this particular Linux will run at 500 megabytes of memory. So this is for you if that is the case. Okay, so let me go through the process here. Now, I'm going to run it off the live CD, okay, and hopefully we'll be able to show you how to install it and use it. So for the demonstration purposes, I will be using the Oracle VMbox. Try Point Linux without installing it. Now, first of all, you have to set your DVD player or CD-ROM player to boot from the CD or DVD. Okay. By default, most computers are set to boot from the hard drive. So you will probably have an option of the F2 key on your keyboard. You either set your BIOS to boot from CD-ROM, or probably press the F9 or F10 key on your keyboard to basically select your DVD or CD-ROM device to boot first. As you see in front of us, it's basically booting off the live CD, and it is called Point Linux. Okay, so you have to basically, it'll take a few minutes here for it to actually boot up. Okay, so let's pause the video and come back to it when it boots up. So basically it is still going through the process here of booting up of the live CD. It will take a few seconds to boot up. Okay friends, as you can see in front of us, what you see in front of us is a home folder, your trash bin, and the word install Point Linux. Okay, so if you decide to boot it from the live CD at the first, and you want to basically have a look at it before you install it, then that's a good opportunity. You'll notice at the top right hand corner here you have the calendar, the date and the time. Over here you have a speaker icon. If you right click it and go to sound preferences, this is where you would go basically if you're using if you've got a sound card, PSI sound card installed on your computer, then obviously you would go here. If you're only using the onboard default sound card, you wouldn't need to worry too much about it. Under hardware, this will detect your onboard sound card. Obviously if you've got a PSI sound card installed, you will notice it here, so you want to highlight it. Okay, you've got your input, output and applications. You also have a button here for testing your speakers to make sure they're working. Okay friends,
the top left hand corner you've got applications, places and system. Here you have got your home folder.
Okay, your home folder will consist of your documents folder, your downloads folder, your music folder, pictures, public, videos. Okay, so if you're looking for your videos, you will find it in your videos folder. You have got your desktop, you've got your file system. Okay, to find out where all your applications are, basically click ETC. If you double click it, it should give you a list of all your files, all the applications that comes with this particular Linux distro. You got your network and your trash, your waste paper bin icon. Okay, so at the top here you have applications. You've got accessories, calculator, root terminal, a terminal for taking screenshots. Okay, now if you're on a Van TV or Justin TV or Ustream or whatever, and you want to report a violation, okay, you want to take a screenshot to have the evidence, okay, then you click take a screenshot and it'll save the images off your desktop or individual windows. Okay, so that's a handy wee tool to have. You do have a root terminal and you also have a terminal. Now the terminal is something similar to the DOS command. So if we open up the terminal here, some people might never use it. There's quite a number of people who don't know how to use the Windows DOS command. If we open your Windows DOS command and type in control, your control panel will open up and etc. Now you also can use the DOS command for other purposes, okay, like a ping, trace or whatever. Okay, so time lets you set the time clock on etc. Calendar, CAL gives you the calendar, month and etc. Type in help. You get a few basic bash commands. You also can update the Linux terminal or get a certain package by using the terminal. Okay. So you can type in blah 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 blah, ping, forward, blah, send, blah, and etc. Okay, so that's the terminal. That's some terminal, the terminal. Right, so this is a set. You also hear it clear for you. Alright, so all your applications will be up here under the word applications. Graphics, internet, it does come by Firefox browser by default, but yes, you can install Google Chrome on it. It gives you Office programs, it gives you sound and video. Okay, that's your Office, sound and video. Now the browser is your CD burner. Let's open it. It also comes with a VLC player at this point Linux. At this point Linux comes with Flash, okay, for your videos, and also plugins for different formats to use. Okay, so basically if you want to create an audio CD, create a data CD, a video project, copy a disc, or burn the ISO, you would click here. If you're using DVD writers, then you'll go to tools here, and you do have a tool called blank for blank and DVD rewriters, and you can use them over and over. So this is all free. You also have some system tools. You've got a Development Package Manager, the disk usage analyzer for analysing the files on your hard drive, which can be very useful sometimes if you suspect that something is using up a large amount of your memory and etc. Obviously, because I haven't installed it yet, you have this here. You also have a system manager where you can view the current processes and monitor the state of your system. You do have places, home folder, desktop, computer, network, and etc. Connect to a server. You do have premises here, where you get your personal file sharing, your screensaver settings, and all your different settings, keyboard, Bluetooth if you have one. You do have administration settings here, Jeep portate it, which is basically for partitioning your hard drive. You got a printer and you want to install a printer. Configure printers. Services. Configuring what services to run when the Windows starts. By default on Windows computers or Windows operating systems, should I say, there's quite a number of services can be exploited. Do you really want them when your computer starts running? Okay, you want to understand what they are, what to do, and etc. So that's how you configure what services to run when your computer starts. You do have a Sontec package manager to install, remove and upgrade the software packages on Point Linux. And also you have an update manager, which is very important. And basically you click update manager if you decide to, after you install it, which is very important, you must update it. USB startup disk creator if you want to create a USB startup disk. And also if you want to have more than one person using the operating system, you can create accounts. Okay, so how do we install this particular operating system? Quite simple. Boot up from the live CD, double click the install Point Linux icon, and wait till it grants the rights for it to come up. Just have the patience to wait. Let me try it again, double click. Okay, it says it's already running. Okay, so let me pause this and come back to whenever we come to the installation process. Okay, we didn't need to pause it. Here, this is where you would set your language. Okay, and you'll click forward. I would recommend that you do have it connected to the internet. It will automatically select your time zone. If you don't, then you will have to select it by default by the drop down box on the right hand corner here and click forward. You also can test your keyboard out, okay, or you can change the settings. Now first time they recommend to put your full name in, okay, and also pick a username. Let's call this one Mickey. Also a password. Now for demonstration purposes I'm not going to worry too much about this password because I will be removing it after the demonstration purposes because I do have it installed on another computer. If you're making a root password you want to make it stronger than that one, at least 16 characters. And also you can enable automatically login. Or if you want, you can enter a password every time you restart. Now, the host name, I'm going to call this one Point. And I'm going to click forward. Now it's asking for a full name, so I'm going to call it, I'm not going to put in my name, okay, for this demo. But if it was doing it on our computer, obviously I wouldn't want to broadcast what the full name would be. So let us call it Jim Brown. And it's actually changed the username to Mickey, but I can take the Jim out, so I'll leave the Jim in for the demo purposes. Click forward, and it will say VirtualBox because I'm using a VirtualBox. If you're using your hard drive, it will give you the details. I'll click forward. Now, it will say no partition was found on the hard drive. Do you want the installer to create a set of partitions for you? Of course you do. You want to take it the easy way out, don't you? You want to make it easy, so you click yes. So it'll now go through the process of creating a partition table. Some people use third-party programs in them, and some people have a wee bit of experience or advanced, they can do it themselves. So we basically wait till it creates a partition. So that's the video if we can here. I'm back when it creates a partition. you will notice that it has created a partition table. Now I will have to create what they call assign the root. Okay, so let's go to ext4, right click and assign to, and click forward. Install the grub, what they call the grub, which is a bootloader. Okay, master boot record, click forward. Give me some details, I'm happy with it, yes, click install. It'll now go through the process of formatting that particular partition, and etc. And it'll also go through the process of installing the operating system. So let's pause it and come back whenever it installs the operating system, just for time convenience for yourselves watching this video. Okay, so basically Point Linux is installed. Okay, so it's asked me to want to restart the computer or carry on using the live CD, so I've click restart. So I'm just waiting restarting. Okay, so you have to bear with it, friends, when you're restarting it. Okay, you'll notice it'll close down in a second. Even though it's running on the Oracle VMbox, VirtualBox, it'll do the same on your operating system, or the same on your hard drive of your computer. A lot of Linux people, or most people that run a server nowadays use Linux. Okay, and the reason I believe is because they don't have to restart it as often as would you have to reboot if you're running it on a Windows. That's my understanding. And also, when you're running a Linux server, you want to basically harden it. Okay, so for anybody out there that is running a Linux server for the first time, there is a few tools that you can put onto your Linux to harden it, whether you run it on your computer or run it as a server. There is a hardening tool called Surveillance if you want to keep an eye on your server, especially if anyone tries to exploit it. You also have a number of tools that you can set to ban a certain host IP on a Linux server. Okay, so you can set it for a certain amount of times and it will automatically block and log the IP address. Okay, so just a tip for anybody that is running a Linux server and just needs a wee bit more education. PC Careman's quite willing to give it to you. Okay, so let's pause the video and come back when it actually starts to boot here. We'll see now. Okay, so when your system reboots, then the first thing you want to do is go to your update manager and update your Linux distro. Now, to get the Linux distro in the first place, I wasn't going to bore you with restarting it up again and going through the same processes again. Okay, so when it starts, boot out the DVD and it'll say press any key on your keyboard to continue. Remove your CD, press any key on your keyboard to continue. It should boot up within 4 seconds, and if you've got it set for automatic login, it'll log in automatically. Go to your update manager and update it. Then go to your Sontag package manager, install your firewall and ClamTK, your antivirus program. This is Point Linux website, pointlinux.org. The guy that owns us lives in Russia. Okay, and basically he's designed this Linux and it works out of the box. We do have a few screenshots. And it will show you basically a few screenshots of the Linux you're using. This is what you see. That'll be your desktop. That'll be the system installation when you're installing it. Mozilla Firefox browser, it comes by default. Now, he does have a donation button on. Do like it? I would ask Could donate to give us. If you can't, don't worry. It'll be free. Choose your distribution you like. Now it is recommended that you do use the full featured made desktop and the live CD recommended. because it does give you everything: VLC player, flash, multimedia codecs, and even hardware drivers. If you decide to use the car component, then you won't get as much in it. 32-bit or 64-bit, depending on your computer was compatible with running 64. You tick the boxes. Okay. Now, if you are using a BitTorrent, you can download the direct download here, or the torrent download. If you are using the torrent download, friends, the guy that owns this and is the developer of this particular distro, he does ask if you could kindly leave it on your computer so other people can upload it from your computer, because it does save him money on the downloads. Okay. But you can do a direct download, which I prefer myself, to be honest, here. And just click the button, direct download now. Save the ISO to your downloads folder, or somewhere handy, where you can actually burn the ISO image file to a CD or DVD. Okay, friends, PC Kiermon here. Please support me on YouTube under Justin TV PC Kiermon. You will see quite a number of videos I've done over the years. Some on security, some on programs, and some on a few health tips, etc. I'd like to take the opportunity to shout out to Blue Ridge Marine. Hello, Blue! And Tax Renegade, Steve, and many other people that we've got to know over the years. Okay, so hello to Blue there, Blue Ridge Marine. He does watch the videos on YouTube. And hello to your daughter. I hope you're enjoying your new server. Friends, you will find me in a number of places. Ustream, PC Kiermon. Justin TV under Justin PC Kiermon. You'll also find me on Van Live TV as PC Kiermon in quite a number of different places. Podmatic, PC Kiermon. Blip TV, PC Kiermon. iTunes, PC Kiermon. Okay, I'm just a guy that loves tech, and I've been at this from 95, learning like yourselves and broadcasting over the years to help people. We have helped quite a number of people successfully, and we have also fixed a lot of problems for people over the years and saved them quite a lot of money. Now, so far we haven't had any bad recommendations. It is not about what I know, okay? It's, am I willing to help you? The answer is yes. Do you have to pay me? The answer is no. Would it be nice if you could make a donation? Yes, it would be very much appreciated, because I have to pay for my equipment, I have to pay for my broadband speed, and I have to pay for the fixing of my own computers if I happen to need parts. So friends, if you can make a small donation of even of a couple of dollars, it will be appreciated. If you can't, don't worry about it, you still get the help. Okay, so Point Linux, friends, is a Linux distro. It's a great operating system to have on your computer. I understand it will run full speed at the maximum of 500 megabytes. Plenty of documentation on it. Installed by default on the full live DVD version. Okay. So from PC Kiermon, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find use for it. I honestly believe that Linux is more secure than Windows operating systems. Is it possible to get an infection on Linux? It is possible to get an infection, but I believe it's less chance of getting an infection than you would on Windows. Okay friends, thank you very much at PC Kiermon, and enjoy your internet browsing and your social networking. Thank you.